there, Taurians. Welcome into your February reading. If you're returning, so happy to have you here with me today. And if you're new, let me introduce myself. I'm Cyndi, and for our February series, we're proposing a question to our ancestors, our spirit guides, and our archangels, asking, what do we need to see to better align with our greatest and highest good? I love you, but you need to see this. With love and gratitude, we're thanking our spirit guides, our angels, and ancestors for these messages, and we're asking for divine protection for all listening. So I'm going to pull 3 cards from the Rider-Waite deck. We're going to get 3 separate energies, and then we're going to clarify with the Dark Mansion deck. But to start off with, I'm going to pull for you, Taurus, a Guardian Angel card and see what the overall energy is for this reading today. Thanks for stopping by and hanging out with me. I'm so psyched you're here today. All right, we've got acceptance for you, Taurus. There is nothing about you that you need to fix. Reclaim the disowned parts of you that yearn for love and acceptance. You are beautiful just as you are, or handsome, regardless of any faults you may perceive you have. You are an eternally radiant being of light. Accept all that you are and just be you. When you truly accept yourself, your whole world will magically and lovingly transform. That is a beautiful energy to start with, Taurus. All right, so the very first energy we're picking up here today is the 8 of Pentacles. Now, the 8 of Pentacles is all about working really hard. You're fine-tuning a skill. So this divine masculine is working really hard to integrate the lessons and challenges that you've experienced. So you can take that wisdom that you have now gained and incorporate it into how you function in your life. I just saw 222. That's a card of choice to change your relationship status, maybe how you do business, maybe how you speak with a loved one, maybe how you talk to your partner or you talk to your child. This is about becoming a different person and working very hard at, stepping into the alignment with a King of Swords. Now, this King of Swords, he's very logical. He analyzes every decision and he makes and decides if his choices align with his own truth. Do they align with his values, integrity, his honor? He communicates truthfully, not only with himself, but to others. So this divine masculine is striving to be a King of Swords. He doesn't want to fight anymore with this 5 of Swords in the reverse. Again, this is both Libra energy for these 2 cards, Gemini or Aquarius air energy. He doesn't want to withhold or run away from speaking his truth. The king now understands that an open throat chakra allows his communication to be his greatest tool in manifesting the life he desires. Who is he doing this all for other than himself? He's going through a transformation. Looks like he's spiritually awakening. He's going through this process of changing some things in his life. And with the High Priestess in the reverse now, she is associated with the moon. Using the gravitational pull of the moon, she pulls things into alignment. I just saw 400. She brings balance between the 4 elements. She brings balance between the dark and the light, the yin and the yang, the divine feminine and the divine masculine energies. She alchemizes those energetic frequencies together. But in the reverse, it seems to me like in the past, this King of Swords did not have communication, or nor could he bring balance with possibly a High Priestess, a divine feminine. So let's recap here. The universe is saying, Taurus, I love you, but you need to see that this is a divine masculine energy, not gender. I just saw 444, who is working really hard to make changes in his life, to better himself, to integrate the wisdom he has learned into his life, to be this King of Swords who speaks their truth clearly and he communicates his decisions confidently. He doesn't want to fight anymore or run away from withholding his words or his thoughts with someone he considers possibly a high priestess. And currently they are experiencing, some trust issues because of the difficulties they are having communicating with each other. So we've got an energetic blockage here because of a lack of being able to communicate. So I love you, Taurus, but you need to see Divine Feminine, High Priestess. If this is you listening, flip the roles as they resonate for you, how hard this Divine Masculine is actually working to heal and step into their power and become the King of Swords. So, wow, on the Divine Masculine. Let's move on to the second energy we're picking up here, and that is the Fool in the reverse. So the Fool is the risk taker. He's the action taker. He steps off the cliff. He throws himself into something, sometimes blindly. It's kind of young energy where he is just going for it. But we have this Fool card in the reverse. So we've got somebody that is not taking action right now. They're not stepping off that cliff and taking a leap of faith. It looks like they're kind of busy, doing their own thing, maybe focusing on some self-love and this growth and this healing. Because of the imbalance, they're doing the work. So we have a card of inaction. Let's get some clarifiers and see where this goes. We clarified that Fool in the reverse with the Star card. The Eight of Pentacles comes out again, and the Five of Pentacles. So this Divine Masculine has not taken this step forward. He hasn't taken any action because he's in a process of healing. The Star card is Aquarius energy. It's number 17, if that's relevant for somebody. But he sees this Divine Feminine as his wish fulfillment. He wants to be able to pour out his emotions, pour out his words, his thoughts, and communicate. But with that Eight of Pentacles for a second time, he is busy working on himself. I just saw 717. He is fine tuning a skill. He is building abundance in his life, maybe financially. He's trying to become more stable. And the Five of Pentacles is before he can come in from the cold. He's out in the cold right now. He's not feeling the warmth of this Divine Feminine energy, not gender. He is away from her. So we have a reading here today, a little message for you, Taurus, about a Divine Masculine that you are separated from, or a female that is in their Divine Masculine energy. Reverse the roles as they fit for you. But they are not thinking about you. It seems like all they can do is focus on you. Every step they're taking, they're being strategic, they're building, they're fine-tuning, they're gaining knowledge, wisdom, they're learning from their lessons. And it seems to me like you've got a very patient individual here, Taurus. So our final energy, I love you, but you need to see this, is the Nine of Swords. Nines are about endings, so we can have new beginnings. But this is an energy of someone that has had a lot of sleepless nights. They have been kept up at night, racking their brains with these thoughts and going over things in their mind and just really in a state of stress and anxiety because of this situation. Let's ask why he was in so much anxiety. All right, well, we're going down the rabbit hole here. So this energy of the Nine of Swords was clarified by two major arcana. So this is the universe talking here. The Magician in the reverse, card number 1, and again the Fool came out in the upright. So 0, 0. 0, 0 is beginning of a brand new cycle. It's a reset. Whoa. So he has great anxiety and stress because in the past, before he started on his healing journey, he used deception and trickery with this Divine Feminine. And now he's all stressed out to the max because he sees how he acted like a clown, how he acted like the Fool, and it has caused conflict and disharmony with this High Priestess. So we see this little tale here told by the tarot of this Divine Masculine who in the current energy is accepting what the past was, accepting maybe he didn't do things exactly right in the past. Maybe he wasn't in his alignment. Maybe he hadn't done enough healing. And when he was dealing with the high priestess, this divine feminine, he didn't speak his truth. He didn't communicate what his thoughts were or what he necessarily wanted. He used kind of deception and trickery, kind of looks like to maybe be around her energy. And he is recognizing that now, and he's not taking any action at all because he knows that she is his wish fulfillment. And now he wants to do the work to come in from the cold. Whoa, okay. Taurus, I want to ask, I have to dig. I'm going to go back to my Rider-Waite deck, and I want to ask the universe, let's just get a reading on where the high priestess stands in all this, because this is all about the divine masculine's journey and what he's going through and who he's trying to become so that he can become more balanced and come in from the cold with this divine feminine who's showing up as a high priestess, possibly a Virgo Aquarius energy. I see the high priestess as a Virgo because, there's history in that. But universe, thank you for these messages, and give us another card here on how does the divine feminine see this situation. We got the devil in the reverse, Capricorn energy. So basically what she's saying is, as long as he's in devil energy, I'm not touching this with a 10-foot pole. He's got to get his shit together. He's got to do his healing. He's got to get in alignment better with these things. I just saw 1212 that are keeping him in this devil energy, that are keeping him bound to a lower vibrational frequency, whether that be addictions, whether that be unbalanced relationships in our life that are causing us stress, whether that be, people, karmics that we're spending time with that are a negative influence on us and are not rooting for us to grow and to be more in a healthy state. Misery loves company. Stay here with me. Don't leave me. So the divine feminine, who's a high priestess, she knows what's going on. There ain't nothing getting past her because she's the high priestess, and she will not touch devil energy with a 10-foot pole. And he recognizes that. He recognizes that he was the fool and that he was in some trickster energy. I think he just wanted to see if he can get away with it. Okay, and clarifying the devil card. Oh, wow, this is... Okay, interesting. We've got the Page of Pentacles sideways and the Empress. So he is in undecided energy right now, coming in and making an offer to this high priestess is the Empress, card number 3. So he is thinking about coming in and making an offer to this Empress. She's like, as long as you got no devil energy, right? It's going back and forth. And the Six of Wands, the final card in this reading, is depicted by a couple in union, actually getting married, celebrating. This is usually a card of victory, and I love this deck, the Dark Mansion deck, because it's actually a bride and groom up on a hill, at dusk with the sun coming down, and they're in union. Final energy, I love you, but you need to see this. This is divine masculine and the divine feminine energies playing out, going through their challenges and their lessons, recognizing, where they had some mishaps and some mistakes, kind of getting stressed, having some anxiety, sleepless nights as the universe deals with you and kind of picks at you, wanting to change, wanting you to take accountability for your actions. I just saw 1444, and we asked how she felt about it all, and she said as long as he's not in any more devil energy, that's the telltale sign of whether or not we can allow someone into our lives, is whether or not they're healthy and they're not toxic. And the universe is saying that this is kind of a cliffhanger. The Page of Pentacles in this Empress sideways it's up in the air on whether or not there's going to be an offer made to this Empress to have this Six of Wands. Lovely cliffhanger there, Taurus. Wow. So it really all depends on the divine masculine. If he's in devil energy, this Empress says, oh, hell no. I ain't dealing with that shit. I am not going down that road. If you are a high priestess energy, an empress, a divine feminine, you've done your healing, you're on your ascension journey, you know all the places that you've been and that you are not going back to. The universe brings us each to a crossroads choice where it asks you, are you going to pursue the path of the same old, and think that you're not worthy of true unconditional love, of a divine masculine coming in, healed in his power, taking charge in the 3D and saying, I want this with you. You are my match. You're my empress, and I want to build with you. If you don't think you're worthy of that, then you're going to accept this devil energy, and you're going to feel it, and you're going to be very uncomfortable with it because the universe is going to make you feel it. You're going to know that you're not an energetic match. You're going to know if someone is coming in like the magician in the reverse, and he's trying to trick you, and he's trying to fool you. How will you know? You will feel it. Number one, it'll feel uncomfortable. You'll start spinning out in all your past trauma responses and your attachment styles. But are they still running away from you? Does his actions match his word? Is he just checking in but not sticking around or saying anything of substance? Does he not bother to answer your texts or goes long periods of time in between responses and drops off in the middle of a conversation? Now, these are just a few things here that you can look for. Does he go hot and cold? Does he make plans and then cancels them? If you're trying to figure out whether or not your counterpart that you are bonded to in a spiritual connection, either a soulmate or a twin soul or karmic, if you want to know if they're out of that karmic energy, out of that devil energy, and they have stepped into the divine masculine role, those things that I just listed are just a couple ways that you can tell whether or not they're in true energy. Besides intuitively knowing it because you're the high priestess and the empress, besides feeling the energy, look in the 3D. Do those things align? Do they match? If not, that's a red flag. So then you have no other choice. Well, you have a choice, but the universe wants you to not choose that path of not getting exactly what you want, not having somebody come in and be truthful and honorable and communicate and say, it's me and you against the world. If your divine masculine does not show up that way, then you're not an energetic match. They have to match you. They have to come to your frequency, not you drop down to theirs. If you want to claim this energy of moving forward and this healing energy of the divine masculine doing the work and the divine feminine holding up her boundaries, holding up being in that zero state of no expectations, no judgments, no preferences, letting the universe bring in exactly what's meant for her highest good. Thank you, universe, for these messages. Then you've got to be in acceptance of where you are at on your journey, where you stand. You can see what's going on. Sit in acceptance to know that it is a journey. This is part of the process. This is part of your awakening process. Your twin flame journey is your ascension journey. It is not about whether or not you get together with this person. It's ascending to your highest vibrational frequency. And as you do that, and you change things as the divine feminine, as the protector of the spiritual realm, that energy will flow through to your divine masculine, and he'll start making changes in the 3D realm, and you'll start seeing them. How will you know? They'll show up. They'll speak their truth. There won't be any games. There won't be any guessing. There won't be any red flags of confusion. And if you haven't seen my last reading, I just released Virgo about being bound in a situation like this. And I also just released, Aquarius. Aquarius was all about seeing that if you have confusion in your connection, that's a big red flag of your energies not matching. So regardless of the zodiac sign, check out those other two readings, because it's like I just told one big story between this Taurus reading, the Virgo reading, and the Aquarius reading. So don't lose me in YouTube world. Subscribe if you want to come back. I seem to pick up the Twin Flame collective energy. Obviously, I'm on the Twin Flame journey. I have been since 2021. It's been a wild ride. Don't lose me. Like, comment, let me know you were into this. If this resonated with you, I love that for you, Taurus. Thanks for hanging out. We'll see you at your next reading. Peace and love.
I know it feels like